Welcome to the LCS 5 Finals Breakdown. We'll be talking about the top 8. I'll go more in depth with deck list later on this afternoon. I have an interview with Lund, of course. You guys will get to enjoy a nice little discussion about his second place Megalith list. We did it, everybody. We cheered for the man. He misplayed during the finals. He honestly probably should have won the event, but hindsight is what it is. So show some love for that Megalith deck, and we'll get that up this afternoon. Let's dig on into our top cut analysis, shall we? Alright, it is time. Top 8. What ended up doing well? So, top 8 breakdowns. We have 2 Dragon Link decks in top representation here. Like I said at the beginning of this, it doesn't surprise me with how much Dragon Link ends up adapting to all of these situations. Like, it's really cool because, like, we went from an FTK to like OTK, and back to like this OTK centric build, and then like we're on the current list that ended up doing well. So in terms of adaptability from what we've been seeing from these higher level online events, take what you get, guys. I do think that it doesn't surprise me to see that players are adapting this deck really to the degree that they are. So yeah, Dragon Link, no real shocker here in terms of numbers. It was a 60 card variant that ended up doing well at the event. Honestly, looks very standard on paper from what I've seen. Like I said, I'll cover that tomorrow night if you haven't already seen the deck list for those things. Yes. So remember how we had, this event was 100 people. We had, what was it, 38% Dogmatika in the event. Well, we only had 2 Dogmatika decks making it into top 8, which was 1 Eldritch Dogmatika, and then we had Invoked Dogmatika. Now, that says something about just how the format has developed here. Dogmatika is one of the most splashable, consistent enablers that are being had in the format here. But when you're looking at just the pure output of what we've had in the format and the variants in this top cut, I almost think that, unfortunately, like, Eldritch might serve a better purpose being still in the Synchro variant, but that's neither here nor there. So we had 1 Eldritch Dogmatika, which uses the Maximus, actually. I was actually surprised about this. There was a little bit more Maximus in some of these decks than I actually thought that there was going to be, but the way it looks is Maximus was still pretty good up there in terms of things. Actually, I see that there were 3... Actually, so we had, even in the Synchro Eldritch version here, they are playing Dogmatika. Okay, cool. So there were 3 variants to something Dogmatika related. It's playing the triple Ecclesia with the floor in terms of consistency enablers. Man, who would have guessed? I know we talked about being like, you know, like 3 Ecclesia, it might be a little bit too much. Honestly though, like 3 Ecclesia, 1 floor, 3 Disciples with 2 Punishment, is that a little bit more? You're playing the 2 extra Ecclesia for the engine. Is that worth it? I don't know. But something worth considering. Also, the only real things I saw people really coming prepared with for the extra deck rips were just Innitus. It looks like a lot of the variants that were just doing what they were planning on doing were just playing ints. Like, honestly, a lot of decks cannot fit in the extra stuff for it. Yeah, if they were playing anything, it was just 1 ints in the extra deck for the anti-Maximus drop. So that's interesting. Players knew that Maximus would be coming up, and it looks like, in terms of like tech choices and stuff for the builds, they opted to just not play them. Okay, so 3 Dogmatika variants, 2 of which is just one pure Eldritch Dogmatika and then one Synchro Dogmatika Eldritch. Okay, and then we have the one Invoked Dogmatika, which is very similar in terms of what you're trying to do with your gameplay development, similar to what you saw me doing, you know, minus Solemns and things like that for the deck. So, 2 Dragon Link, 5 Eldritch variants, 2 of which, or 5 Dogmatic variants, 2 of which are Eldritch. Okay, now we have the lone Adamancipator player, whose deck is broken. Interesting enough that Adamancipator has been keeping up with the format. Now, I do want to say that from where we've been to where we've gone now, there hasn't been a ban list, alright? A good ban list, per se. So the way that these decks are setting up in today's format, the power creep ceiling is here. All the new decks are playing around up here. Everything, you know, last list is down here underneath the power creep. It's where, like, Salad lives, and, you know, the other Mech Knight Invoked, things like that. You got Infernoble chilling up here with Eldritch and Emancipator. It's really an interesting thing to see, but in terms of, like, developments for this deck, they got the new Kawaki Mirror Monster, which he's opting to play, which is very interesting. He's also playing the spell card for Fossil, which is actually interesting. Okay, so honestly, no crazy developments. Before we get much further into this, though, the amount of forbidden droplets that was used in the main decks, actually, I'm in top 6 right now. There are no forbidden droplets in... Okay, one list that I see played 3 forbidden. Out of the entire top cut, only one person opted to main forbidden droplet. That's very interesting. Okay. A lot of lists opted to side it, but of course, that doesn't surprise me in the very least. But that's a very interesting choice for things. Now, we also had the one Infernoble Knight player. He's playing 40 cards for his variant. Doesn't surprise me. A lot of players have been trying to push towards more than 40 for the consistency enablers that it gives. And I do think that going above 40 seems like the correct call. He's also opting to not play the Tatsunoko, to not search for the red layer. So basically, basic combo is you go into a soul, you search for the red layer. Later on in the combo, you make the Tatsunoko, which lets you make the Borreload Savage. He's opting to not play that in his build, which is kind of interesting. Like I said, honestly, Infernoble Knights, you have your ceiling for deck creation is insanity, and this is literally week 1 of the format here. All right, so players are going to be testing out crazy new ideas. They're going to be developing these cool things for the player base to test out and whatnot. So it doesn't surprise me to see that this might not be the end-all be-all for Top Cut here, but it's the beginning of some ideas to brew here. Now, I also have the Megalith list, which I said we'll have up later today. Lund got second place with it. I once again want to thank everybody for your cheers for him. I'm very happy that he got the chance to do very well at the LCS. Pricing was pretty good. I think he got $350 in the playmat, which was pretty good, honestly. Outside of that, your new metagame has been born. I know a lot of people aren't going to take a lot of the list or a lot of the things from this event seriously, because you still got the 2 to 3 people that are sitting in the corner going, the online metagame does not run these events. It's a basis. It's a chance for players to see what some of the more competitive players are thinking, see some of the actions and card choices that these players are making, and for those that do play online, those that might be doing remote duels for locals, those that are overall just curious on the mindset the players are developing, this is your opportunity to do so. It gives you a chance to net deck, a chance to test out these cool ideas, and literally let you play the game that you may or may not be able to play during this time of crisis. Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all I got, guys. We'll have the Megalith deck profile up for you guys later today, and I will do some more in-depth talk about some of these lists tomorrow evening. We have stream tomorrow or tonight as well, probably about 7:30 EST. I think you guys will see me. I like to sleep. It's a good thing, as most of you know. So yeah, that's the LCS. Next LCS, I believe, will be coming up. And LCS 6 will be held September 26th and 27th. So something to look forward to. Alright, guys. I'll leave you with that thought. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.